and all the lines, all the order. It's trying to break it up, trying to make it more than just one thing, but it can never truly do it. All the lines are just kind of conceptualizations of different forms of the same space, the one space that exists everywhere, that connects everything together.
Your film is now ready to be shown.
Check out the leaves, they're falling off the trees. But here's another example of how things kind of blend in or stand out. Over time, this pavement would attain cracks in it due to the flexing of the ground, of the spaces, right? All the energy going in and coming out. If the ground freezes, that's ice, and ice kind of expands, and when it melts, it kind of contracts the space. So the ground kind of goes through this process, this change, where the space becomes more or less dense, and you basically have this part of nature that's trying to dissolve everything. And you could see it here in the leaves that are covering the ground. It's creating this distortion, this noise that dissolves the spaces that are being incorporated. It tries to make it all the same. It tries to make it consistent, right? In space, I think space is all just a uniform, solid thing, and all the lines, all the order. It's trying to break it up, trying to make it more than just one thing, but it can never truly do it. All the lines are just kind of conceptualizations of different forms of the same space, the one space that exists everywhere, that connects everything together, right? All the lines is basically just ways of believing that the space is something else, right? Because the lines in space create this structure or pattern that makes it feel more concentrated or less concentrated. It's all about, I guess, the lines. You could either look at the line or the space. Well, you have to look at both in order to see one or the other, right? The space or the line. How do you know something is encapsulated if there's no barrier to it or boundary, right? There's no surface. How do you know there's a line if there's no sides, right? So you have this kind of duality thing existing everywhere.